So is the mediator and arbitrator one person or two?
Well, that is the $64 million question. So the practice varies. Where one person is used, the idea is that you're going to have someone who becomes familiar with the dispute, and if the matter isn't settled in mediation, that same person will move on and arbitrate the dispute, which means that you save time. It's sort of more streamlined. You'll save money. So it has a lot of, I guess, immediate practical benefits, or it appears that way at least. Some people criticize this, though, saying that the prospect of the mediator also being an arbitrator and possibly making a binding decision changes the whole nature of the mediation part. Because imagine going into mediation knowing that your mediator, if you don't agree on something, your mediator will become an arbitrator and will make a decision. It's going to impact, people argue, it's going to impact what you share, how you conduct the mediation and what information you choose to put on the table. And it's probably going to encourage most people to be less forthcoming. So that's, one of the risks with having just one person, and suggesting that you would use two people or two panels of professionals. But there's also another risk related to bias, actual or perceived bias. Because in mediation, unlike in arbitration, you can have private sessions. So where you have private sessions, that information is confidential. But when you go to arbitration, it's the different rules of natural justice apply, or the rules of natural justice are applied differently, if you like. So everything is done in joint session, if you like, and parties have the right to respond to anything said against them or said about them by the other side. Now, if you've got an arbitrator who was a mediator making a decision, and part of that decision is potentially based on information heard in a private session, right, in the previous mediation, you can see how there might be the perception of bias, in some cases real bias, which of course would then compromise the procedure.